Every day, when you go to the airports, when you go to the international airports in Africa, you will see thousands of Africans with their bags, telling their families goodbye as they chase greener pastures, as they chase their dreams and their hopes abroad. But the truth is that life abroad is not just about bright lights, tall buildings, or fat paychecks. For many, it can turn into confusion, and it could be a mistake, or they could even regret their decisions. Today, I want to talk about something. I want to talk about the common mistakes that Africans make when they move abroad. These are mistakes that I've seen. These are mistakes that I also have made, and these are mistakes that I don't want you to make. I want you to avoid these mistakes, because sometimes just one wrong step abroad, and you might regret the whole thing. I'm Ijay. I'm a Nigerian living in Qatar, and my thoughts is what I'll be sharing in this video. So it's my own opinions, and I feel that this will be helpful to you. Before I continue, I want you to please do well to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support on this channel. So the first mistake most Africans make when they move abroad, it actually starts before they move, and this is not researching enough before leaving. Many just jump on a plane without understanding where they are going to, without understanding the real cost of living, the job market, the laws, and even the weather. They think that once I get there, I will sort it out. If I can survive in Nigeria, I can survive anywhere. If I can survive in Kenya or Uganda, I can survive anywhere. They don't know that you have to know about the system. You have to know, at least have an idea of what you're going to face there. The number two mistake that most Africans make is underestimating culture shock. You think it's all about the money, but it's not just all about the money. These are things that you have to also consider. Culture shock. People don't. Me, I didn't really care about culture shock before now, but recently, I've had to understand culture shock. You might be staying with somebody in a particular apartment. You know, coming from Nigeria, we have this communal kind of living. You see your neighbor, you are waving, hey, hello, you are greeting, you are asking, how are you? Like those kind of deep questions. Person can even come to your room anytime. For abroad, nothing like that. Nothing like that. You are your own. So these kind of things now, and many others, can actually shock you. So you have to also prepare for these kind of things. And many Nigerians make this mistake. Many Africans make this mistake of not even thinking about this. Number three is relying only on your fellow Africans. You think that everything revolves just around Africans. It feels safe to stick with your people, yes. But if you move just in that cycle, I guarantee you it will limit your growth. When you move into a country, you will discover that there are some nationals that actually have the keys to goals, to jobs, to different opportunities. So don't just box yourself in as an African, as an immigrant in a new country, abroad. Don't just box yourself in and say you want to really do things with your own country people. No, you have to do things with the locals also, with the people from other nationalities. The number three mistake is not upskilling or upgrading skills. You see, you come with your degree from home, it's not good enough most of the time. Most of the places abroad, you need new skills, new certifications, you need to work on your soft skills, because this could be the difference between you and surviving and even thriving on the long run. So you find many Africans, they move into a new country and they feel that they already have their degree. They don't want to take courses, they don't want to skill up and all that. So that's a very big mistake that you'll be making. The next mistake is ignoring mental health. Like me personally, when I was in Nigeria, I didn't really think about mental health. I didn't really think about it that much. But let's be real. You see loneliness, you see homesickness, you see depression. They are all real. We don't talk about these things enough as Africans or as Nigerians. I don't know about other African countries, but as Nigerians, we don't really talk about these things. And when you move abroad, you discover that your mental health is also as important as your bank account. Most Africans do this mistake of neglecting their mental health. The next mistake that most Africans make is working illegally and facing visa issues. When you go to a country, try to stay documented, try to stay legal. That's the best thing you can do, even before getting a job. Like, anything that you're doing, make sure that you are legal. You see the police, you shouldn't be afraid. You don't start running because you saw the police, because you are legal. The next mistake is sending all their money home. Now, I get it, you want to support your family. We all want to support our families. But if you don't support yourself first, how will you support your family? Many people forget that they have to also take care of themselves. They have to also get some kind of comfort or get to some kind of level before they start helping other people. So abroad will teach you that if you don't secure yourself first, you will end up empty. So most Africans end up making this mistake. Next mistake is expecting instant success. Yes, enough of the Nollywood drama. Obi now goes to London and within 3 months he's building mansions in the village. Calm down, calm down. It's a process. Now, most Africans make this mistake and you find out that they get frustrated when success doesn't come in 6 months. Like, why? But when you stay consistent, you are patient, you are smart, you upskill, you network, that's when you start getting what you want. The next mistake is not understanding the laws and the cultures of the country that they move to. Back home, you might do some things and get away with it. But when you move abroad, you find out there are things, those things that you would do and get away with it, it's not the same thing here. Maybe it could be in terms of culture, it could be in terms of dressing, it could be in terms of eating and all that. It could actually destroy your stay in that country. I remember here in Qatar during the Ramadan, I was hungry one day. I bought cake. I forgot that it was Ramadan. I almost started eating it outside. That's how I would have saw myself somewhere in Abuja at a Thanksgiving. I just remembered and I kept the cake back, let the hunger away. The next mistake is actually related to mental health. It's actually health generally. Most Africans they think that healthcare is expensive, so they don't want to go to the healthcare and go to the hospital and take care of themselves and take the necessary professional treatment. You don't gamble with your health when you move abroad. The next mistake is working non-stop with no plan. You find some people abroad, they work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, but there's no vision, there's no investment, there's no plan for savings, there's no plan for the career. They don't plan to return home or anything. They're just working. You have to set out a plan for yourself. And this takes me to the next mistake which many Africans make, which is not building a financial plan. Abroad is not just about earning money. It's about keeping the money. It's about budgeting. It's about saving. It's about investing that money. So if you don't plan, abroad will also take back the money that they have given to you. Do you understand? So the truth is, moving abroad is a blessing and it could also be a challenge. It can change your life forever, for better or for worse. But your future abroad depends not just on the opportunities you find, but on the mistakes that you avoid. That's why I'm making this video, and I hope that you got something in this video. If you have not subscribed, please do well to hit the subscribe button. It goes a long way and I really appreciate it. So if you're planning to move abroad, go prepared. I know why I'm saying this. Stay humble, stay wise, you learn, upskill, adapt, and most important, unleash yourself, because abroad will test you. If you're abroad already, you should understand what I'm talking about. It will test you and it can also transform you if you are ready. So tell me which of these mistakes surprised you the most, or maybe you've experienced, maybe you've made some of these mistakes. So share your story in the comments. I would love to hear, I would love to read, I would love to know more about your stories. And if you found this video helpful, please don't just click away. Like I said before, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be sharing more real stories, tips, truths, and life abroad general. I remain Christian Ijay. I'll see you in the next video.